My name is Amata, and in this Red Gamer Tech video I'm here with the latest from the gaming world with a little sprinkle of tech news for a little bit of flavour. I'm going to kick things off with the juiciest of the juice, and that is of course the catastrophic mistake made by Walmart Canada, who managed to put up a listing revealing basically every unconfirmed game ever that was probably going to be getting a really impressive reveal at E3 next month. Then we're going to move on to Nintendo, who have updated their warranty terms following a letter from the FTC. Then we're going to move on to the Steam sale, as we apparently have a leak as to when the summer sale will begin. Then we're going to finish things up with a rumour surrounding a new Geforce GTX 1060. But as I said, let's start things off with the leak of leaks. So you may have seen this particular piece of news. It's kind of been everywhere, but I can't not mention it because it's just incredible in a lot of ways. And basically what happened, if somehow you've missed it, is that a tipster by the name of Wario64 on Twitter managed to find a listing, and as you can see on screen, there is a huge list of games which have yet to be confirmed, and there's probably a lot of people who are upset with Walmart Canada right now, let's just put it mildly, shall we? Now, there are no Sony or Nintendo published games mentioned, and there are undoubtedly games missing from this list. You know, this is not going to be everything that was going to be shown at E3, but I'm going to put a decent amount of money on the fact that it's probably a significant portion of it. So what do we actually have on the list? Well, we've got The Division 2, Splinter Cell, Insurgency Sandstorm, The Last of Us 2, Just Cause 4, WWE 2K19, some Assassin's Creed DLC, Dragon Quest 2, Far Cry 5 DLC, Final Fantasy 7 Remake, Metroid Prime 4, Super Smash Bros. For the Switch, Borderlands 3, Beyond Good and Evil 2, Rage 2, Dreams, Assassin's Creed, Forza Horizons 5, Gears of War 5, and some other stuff as well. But those are, I would say, the ones that most people are going to care about. Like, these would have been like, oh my god, moments at E3. Now, they're still probably going to be pretty hype, I'm not going to lie, because I can't help but get swept up in the moment at least a little bit. Afterwards, you know, the normal state of cynicism shall resume. But at least during E3, it is very cool to see these huge reveals. Although I don't think we'll ever replace that special year of E3 where Sony just came on like BAM! And had the Final Fantasy 7 Remake and Shenmue, and everyone just collectively lost their minds. So, yeah. Arguably the biggest ones on there are Last of Us 2, Metroid Prime 4, Assassin's Creed, Borderlands 3. You know, there's not really any small-time games on that particular list. So, yeah. Now, of course, we should take this with a pinch of salt, because obviously the listing has been hastily removed, but not too soon, obviously, because as you all know, once it's on the internet, it's there forever. So we're going to have to wait and see, basically, till next month to see how many of these games are actually legit. But I'm putting my money on all of them. But of course, it is entirely possible that this listing is old, or whatever. But yeah, not good for Walmart Canada. They're probably getting a lot of sternly worded emails right about now. But let's move on to Nintendo. So basically what's happened here is that the FTC took some issue with the warranty void if removed policy, which Microsoft, Nintendo and Sony all had for their hardware products. And basically what the FTC said was that they had 30 days to revise these policies or face legal action because this violated the Magnuson-Moss Warranty Act. Now basically one of the clauses of this particular act basically means that customers are not forced to use first-party only sanctioned repair shops. So basically it means that under this act you cannot be forced to get your PS4, just for example, replaced or repaired only with Sony. You can take it down to Bob down the street if you wish and not be penalised for it by, say, voiding your warranty. Now, Sony has already altered the language in its warranty policy, and Nintendo have swiftly followed suit, and they have also used similar language that Sony used in their policy. And basically what they both now say is that the warranty is void only when damage is done to the product as a result of using third-party components or peripheral. And the actual updated policy from Nintendo reads, quote, "This warranty shall not apply if this product has been damaged by products not sold or licensed by Nintendo, including but not limited to adapters, software and power supplies." Now, Microsoft have yet to update their policies, but given how swiftly Sony and Nintendo have actually responded to this, I would fully expect that Microsoft are swift on their heels, and I would not be at all surprised to see them using a similar policy put in place now by Sony and Nintendo. But let's move swiftly on to the Steam Summer Sale. Now, the Steam Summer Sale is undoubtedly one of the biggest sales that Steam has in the year. I would argue that the two big ones are the Summer Sale and then, of course, the Christmas Sale. And they're always just wallet-destroyingly good with a lot of really sweet deals. I often have to really sort of pull myself back, like, you've got like 1 billion unfinished games, you're not allowed to buy any more unless you at least finish some of the games that you already have. But I always go, oh, I can just buy 1 or 2, right? But now we have a leak by the Storefront's database. The Steam database, or SteamDB, tweeted that the annual summer sale will kick off June 21st. And for those who are wondering what SteamDB actually is, basically it's a third-party app that tracks developments and other info and updates and stuff like that pulled from the official client and gives basically users information on what's going on in the back end of Steam, and obviously has revealed PC releases or games being pulled from sale before perhaps they were official announcements. So this is looking pretty damn legit, and there's also a Redditor who has corroborated the date by sharing what is apparently a confidential thing sent out to developers, and pretty much confirms that yes, it's going to be starting on June 21st and is going to be going on until July the 5th. But of course we should wait till Valve officially confirm this, but it does seem that yes, we have now had about a month and a bit's warning to prepare our wallets for the Steam Summer Sale. But as I said, let's finish things up with the GTX 1060. So basically what we have here is a rumour in flaming golden letters from China that basically indicate that Nvidia is going to be using a high performance GPU on a GTX 1060 graphics card, and the GPU, in this particular question is going to be one that was intended for use on, say, the 1080 and 1070. And the GPU that is apparently going to be used inside the 1060 6GB graphics card is going to be GP104. So obviously this will ring a bell to most of you as it's been used in the 1080, 1070 Ti, and of course the 1070. So the GP104-300 chip that is going to be used is going to be cut down specifically for the GTX 1060 graphics cards. And unfortunately, they will bring no additional gains to the table, so they're going to pretty much match the specifications of the GP106. So there's literally no change to the core specifications due to this. There might be a slight change in, like, say, power consumption or something like that, but it won't be anything noticeable. But we can expect improved core and boost frequencies and more stable clocks. So you might go, okay, what is actually the point? You know, why are Nvidia doing this? Well, the first thing to keep in mind is that according to the reports, this is only going to be offered in the Chinese region only. This GP104 GTX 1060 is going to be a Chinese exclusive. But to be honest, the most reasonable explanation for this, and this is pure speculation on my part, is that they're clearing inventory of GP104 cores that are defective. They don't have enough CUDA cores or other such things such as ROPs to be used in the 1080 or 1070, for example. Or it could be that they're clearing inventory because the GP106 is so popular and they might as well use the cores for something. There's also a third option, naturally, and that is just that the GP104 is getting really good yields right now, and the 1060 is obviously a pretty reasonably priced options with decent performance, so it's eating up a lot of the stock, so they might as well use these cores that can't be used for what they're intended to on the GTX 1060 6GB variant. Of course, that is pure speculation. For all I know, this is just for the lulz, but I would say it's probably likely that, you know, these cores can't be used on the higher end stuff, so they might as well put them to use on the 1060 and clear some inventory out and also ease off the pressure for the rest of the stock that they have as well, given how popular the 1060 probably is for Nvidia. But again, pure speculation on my part, and of course, as this is a rumour, again in gold flaming letters, it is entirely possible that this whole thing is false, and I've just been wasting my breath for the last 3 minutes. That is definitely an option. But of course, you're welcome to speculate in the comments section below. Do let me know your thoughts on everything discussed here today. Thank you very much for your support. It is always appreciated, and I'll see you next time.